There's a reason why you feel very empty on the inside. Even though you're making money, even though you're going about living your life just like everyone around you, there is something inside you that you feel you need to fill. There is an emptiness you feel deep within you. And this is not only for you. You see, most people today are living completely empty lives. Sure, they're making money, they're doing this, that, going about living their life. But deep within them, something is incomplete. And that is why majority of people today are looking for certain escapes from life. Why do you think sin is so prevalent today? Why do you think different kinds of addictions that cause stimulation to the body is so rampant today? Alcohol, pornography, people hooking up with different people, all this has become extremely normal. People right now are running towards these kind of pleasures and getting addicted to it. And the reason behind that is simply because deep within their soul, they're empty. Their soul is craving for something more, something authentic, a higher purpose. But they do not understand that. They just think they want more comfort, they want more pleasure. And the only thing that they can see visibly that the world is showing them are the sins around them, are the addictions around them, and therefore they fall into that. And it's very easy today. Their friends are doing it, their acquaintances are doing it, everyone's doing it. It's become our culture, it's become our society. And this is not specific to any one country. Every country around the world and its people are slowly going from fulfilled to emptier, emptier, and emptier. You see, the people of the world today are lacking a higher authentic purpose. And that is what we call as dharma. The only way for you to truly come out of that emptiness and fulfill your soul is by living according to dharma, righteousness, doing the right thing no matter what. You might be thinking, who is he? Is he some kind of spiritual guru? What does he know speaking about right and wrong? You see, my friends, I wasn't always like this. There was a time when I didn't care about right or wrong. I was the cool guy. I was the atheist. I didn't believe in God. What God? I didn't believe in doing the right thing. I too was addicted. I used to drink alcohol. I used to watch pornography. I used to just hang around with low level people, talk about gossip, negative things, and just waste my life and drain my energy. That is who I was. You see, I'm not speaking to you out of some higher morality. No. I'm simply speaking to you as a brother, a person who has gone through the darkness. And you know, when I was that person, I thought, oh, it was all cool. This is how it's supposed to be because of the westernization. People who talked about right and wrong, I was like, look at them, losers. What do they know? You should be like me, cool. What right, what wrong? There is no God. And I was on this cycle. And guess where it led me to eventually? A dark hole where I was broke, where I was addicted, where I didn't know what to do in life, where I was purposeless, where I was directionless, where I had no real friends, and my life was shit. That is where I was. And what do you think happens to a person like that? He has no guidance. He doesn't know where to go next. You see, when you're in the darkness, the only way forward, backwards, left, right is all still filled with darkness. Wherever you go, it's darkness. And the more you go down that path, it simply gets darker and darker because you don't have the right kind of guidance. And the only way you can get out of the darkness is with light. You see, there was a turning point in my life when I was at my lowest. And every single person who is at their lowest, they will come across this turning point. And that is when, for most people, it's like a slap on the face. They just get woken up to the reality of life. And once I woke up, I understood what is sacred in life. And it was only after all that mess, all that darkness I was in, and once I came to the light, that I understood the value of dharma, righteousness. Before that, I had heard of the word dharma, but I didn't really care about it. I thought it was just some spiritual thing. But no, dharma is a way of life. If you want to purify your soul, if you want to live your highest self, your most authentic self, you must live a dharmic life, a purposeful, righteous life. You see, the moment you start following the guidelines of Dharma, what is Dharma? It's simply righteousness, living in truth, helping others, not committing evil, living in accordance with your higher self, believing in a higher power above you. The moment you start living like this, the moment you start embodying this, you see your mind and your soul starts to get clearer, it gets purified, and every confusion, every darkness, every anger, sorrow, negativity, everything that was holding you back in life will start to get removed. Why? Because you're trusting in a higher power, you're living as your highest self. You see, in this world of evil that is around you, every single thing is filled with sin, addiction, and negativity. In this world around you, it's only the few who will have the courage, the strength to get out of that darkness and lead people to the light. And in today's age, the world needs such leaders. And that is simply one of the reasons I speak to you. You see, I was in that place. I was one of you. And I know where it will lead to. I know how it ends. It doesn't end well. And so it's my responsibility to speak to you. And that is one of the only reasons I'm speaking to you. I don't speak to you as a guru. I don't speak to you as a person with a higher morality. I simply speak to you as a person with experience, as a brother who has experienced the darkness, the hardships, the negativity of life, and is trying to lead you to the right path. My brothers, don't care what your friends will think about you, what your acquaintances will think about you, what your relatives or family will think about you, or even what the world thinks about you. You see, your soul is none of theirs. Your soul is only yours. And if you want true fulfillment in this life, live according to your soul. Live according to your highest self. Live, my friends, the righteous dharmic way.